What's up, stackers? It's your boy GP with Zest Protocol and Stacking Dow, tuning in for a little bit of an update this lovely Tuesday, the 23rd of June. Bitcoin hovering around 62.5K. Let's take a look at the chart and see what we can't see. Maybe we might find some confluence of direction. We're here on CoinMarketCap, taking a look. The volume in the last 24 hours has picked up 11.12%. Sitting around $29.5 billion in the last 24 hours. Yeah, it looks like we are just kind of range based at the moment. In the last 4 hours, just kind of chopping as we did get this big move to the downside late last week. Let's go into the daily time frame and see exactly where we're at. Yeah, it's looking pretty nice. Maybe we can go over to TradingView very quickly and see what's going on with our indicators. Taking a look at Zest here, looking like it's finding support here on the 50-day moving average on the 2-hour time frame. If we go up to the 4-hour, it's also finding support on the 50-day moving average. With stochastics relatively low, so taking a look on smaller time frames, looking like Zest is finding support at the 800-day moving average on very, very small time frames, with stochastics RSI reset below the dotted line. Let's find BTC here for a second. And it is looking like we may be finding a bottom here for BTC. We have moving averages, the smaller moving averages in red, the 21-day moving average trying to cross the 50-day moving average here in blue, with the 200-day moving average as the outlier on the 15-minute time frame. But if we go up to the weekly time frame, this is where it gets most interesting. It has been battling to stay above this 200-day moving average on the weekly time frame. And I am starting to see the stochastics RSI curving. Maybe we get a little a bullish cross here, and start to move back up on the Stokes. Maybe we shall see how this week ends. We are on Tuesday, so got quite a few days before these candles ends. 5 days and 2 hours until the weekly candle close. Going down to the daily time frame, we are seeing a rejection here from the 200-day moving average on the daily, and just kind of chopping in a downward range right now. What I'm seeing is this is kind of a channel to the downside here. We draw it out. We could see as low as 33K. I do not think that that's going to play out. So I imagine this is a very, very strong support over here. If you're taking a look at this, let's hide these moving averages really quickly. Grab my box and I can show you here that we have a strong accumulation zone here, and we also are kind of bouncing from there right there. So it's in the air. Macro pressures right now coming from the Iran-US situation. So macro uncertainty and the Fed looking a little bit hawkish as well. May just keep us chopping sideways for a little bit, guys. Moving on into the news here, let's cover some stuff. Let's see what if I can't find in my bookmarks here from Rick Sebastian here. Big shout out to Rick from the Stacks Labs team. Bitcoin native finance is becoming a more common term, with Nakamoto, Naka, neobanks, and other organizations adopting it. Proud to see our team helping Stacks own the search category for AI and search engines. Bitcoin native finance is a system designed to put Latin capital to work directly on or anchored to Bitcoin base layer. Bitcoin staking for Stacks will happen on the base layer. Zest, Hermetica, Bitflow, and others will let you use native Bitcoin in their apps, with Stacks running in the background to move it to the L2, deploy it into a productive use case, and settle your transactions back to Bitcoin, leveraging 100% of Bitcoin's security budget. A post-Bitcoin staking roadmap item goes further. It lets you see It lets you use your L1 staked Bitcoin as collateral to take it out of self-custodial loan, borrowing Stacks assets to deploy in Bitcoin native financial applications. Stacks is building the full finance stack native to Bitcoin, making Bitcoin productive and efficient capital. I'm excited to see this develop further over the next few months. So if you do not know about Stacks, the handle is at Stacks. You guys should definitely go give it a look. 100% Bitcoin finality or bust, baby. Let's go. So ahead of the curve. It is not even funny. Moving on to the main Stacks handle here. Every other asset class has a capital market built around it. Bitcoin is still waking up, and it's the biggest of them all. So if you see this little picture that they put together here, productive BTC above this line, and the rest sitting idle. Bitcoin is a $1.5 trillion asset, guys. Could you imagine all of it becoming productive capital at once? The repricing for STX is going to be crazy. Moving on here from Rubes, and that is at Rubes_BTC. You guys definitely want to give this guy a follow. He is the founder of LeoCoin and Tenero.io. Let's go check it out. I will be hosting a Stacks Community Town Hall on Wednesday, the 1st of July at 10 a.m. EST, 3 p.m. GMT. There will be guest speakers including Rick Sebastian, the advisor. You guys want to give the advisor a follow as well. Another base Chad within our ecosystem and Bitcoin educator. But anyone is welcome to come up and ask questions. Can't make the space? Drop your questions below. And I love this little infographic of his Leo cat as well as the Stacks Community Town Hall and all the information. But yeah, definitely tuning in. Set your reminders, guys. Click on this, and boom, you can see that I have my reminders set. I will push this to the top of my timeline. My handle is at GPSC_STX. Moving on here for Zest Protocol, and that is at Zest Protocol. Use Zest Protocol Stacks Market directly from Fireblocks HQ. 1.3% BTC on BTC yield today, Junior. And this is a bigger post from the 16th of June. Fireblocks is fully integrated with Stacks now, so let's take a look at this. So Stacks is now live on Fireblocks. 2,400 plus institutional clients can now reach Bitcoin DeFi directly, lending, trading, and BTC yield using custody infrastructure they already trust. And from Omar Amzil, head of Web3 from Fireblocks, through our integration with Stacks, Fireblocks clients can now participate in this market with custody, compliance, and operational standards their businesses require. Bitcoin staking will allow our clients to earn Bitcoin-denominated rewards directly from the assets they already hold. So this is a huge deal. Institutional grade companies are speculating and taking a look at the Bitcoin infrastructure being built here in the Stacks ecosystem. It's very cool to see. We have our first client lined up for Bitcoin self-custodial Bitcoin staking, which is going to be a huge unlock for the Bitcoin ecosystem. And seeing Fireblocks get involved is very, very encouraging, to say the least. Could be the first domino, and then we may then get a snowball effect of institutional grade companies adopting Stacks and the technology stack. So only a matter of time, guys. Everything comes back to the mother chain. Moving on here, from Quentin ETH here. This is an OG from the ETH ecosystem. So SBCX falls to $147 pre-market, a price not seen in live trading yet. Everyone who bought SpaceX on the open market is now sitting at a loss. And a lot of the OGs were calling this, that it would be, from its IPO moment all the way down, just down trend. So be careful, guys. SpaceX, huge company, giant. They're taking the human race and making it interplanetary. Does not mean that you need to buy their stock at all-time highs. So moving on here from Michael Saylor himself. So Strategy has increased its USD reserve by $300 million to $1.4 billion and plans to continue replenishing it to support the credit quality of its digital credit securities. We also acquired 520 BTC for $35 million, increasing our BTC reserve to 847,363 BTC. Wow, Master and STRC. Look at that. Sailor aping in some Bitcoin yesterday. So, yeah, really, really solid stuff. You know, STRC went as low as $82. It's supposed to be close and kind of on par around $100 for STRC, but we saw a massive unwinding of leverage, market makers shaking out over leveraged players, and that we're trying to take advantage of STRC and its peg. So it is supposed to be around $100. That doesn't mean that it is promised, and it is a yield bearing product. It is a so go check it out. It's not exactly in my wheelhouse, but I am studying more TradFi stuff lately. So pay attention to Master, pay attention to Stretch. Moving on here from the main stack's handle again. So institutions spent years figuring out how to custody Bitcoin. The next phase is putting it to work without giving up custody. Join us with Fireblocks this Thursday for a deep dive on native Bitcoin yield. Register here, so webinar.stacks.co. Go check it out, guys. I'm going to try to get in there and document some of the conversation myself and see what's going on. So I went ahead and commented on it. This should be very interesting. I've registered so that I can cover some of what will be discussed. This is awesome to see the Stacks and Fireblocks getting together for a webinar. Really, really cool. I do like this Fireblocks integration. 2,400 plus institutional grade clients. Wow. Moving on from Ordinal_IO, that's _IO there. Introducing Ordinal.io, the Ordinal Galaxy for collectors and creators. Featured a mix of collections based on activity, curation, and volume. Favorited collections chosen by the community. Create your profile on my.ordinal.io to choose your favorite collections. Choose your favorite sorting option, whether it be volume, activity, favorited, created, price. Search by collection, creator, collector, or inscription. Verified profiles, see who the collectors are and what collections they hold. This is the start for us. There will be huge improvements and additions in the coming time. Give us feedback, report bugs, and share your wishes. So looks like Ordinal.io got a little bit of an upgrade here, and looking forward to seeing the Ordinals come back, baby. Let's go. Ordinals are certainly not dead. They forever live on chain and like right on Bitcoin itself. So immutable, and go have some fun with Bitcoin NFTs, guys. It's pretty cool. Magic Eden opted out. Ordinal.io is stepping up. So pretty cool. There are a few different places that you can trade Ordinals still. So check it out, guys. Get ready for the bull run. Moving on here. So we've got a response to Peace Love Music G here, who has posted a very awesome article on Stacks is betting big on Bitcoin L1 staking. Where is the cohort? So Munib has responded to this here, and this is a little bit bullish. I feel like it's a good read. So let me read a little bit of this. So he's from Munib, and you can follow him at Munib. That is MUNEEB. Check out Munib getting active in the trenches. Let's go. Thanks for putting this together. Number one, the demand is already there. One public company, Nakamoto, our UTXO subsidiary, already announced. Other public companies in the pipeline. Let's go. Large custodians already integrating. Fireblocks announced. Others in the pipeline. More importantly, 1000 STX has always been the ambition since the beginning of the project to now. The SIP asked to simply stick with the default. Without this change, you'd likely hit capacity issues for staking. 500 is too small. It won't be able to service the demand that is already here. Therefore, I'm 100% supporting sticking with default of 1000 as the block-based reward, or coin-based reward. That's pretty cool. That that has to go along with mining and adjustments for Bitcoin staking, self-custodial Bitcoin staking. So pretty cool to see the co-founder or the founder of Stacks here jumping into the trenches and giving this article a read and giving it a response. I want to see more of that. This is a decentralized ecosystem, so in order for that to happen, we all need to voice our opinions and and absolutely amplify those around us that you agree with, and keep the discussion rolling. And last but not least here, getting closer to the launch of self-custodial BTC staking. And here's the full community update. You can always go to stacks.foundation/staking -SIP to figure out more and read into this a little bit more. But I will actually, do a different video kind of covering this this whole article here for you to read. So really, really good stuff going on this week. Can't wait for Rubes' town hall on the 1st of July. It's looking like we are building the change, guys, and so ahead of the curve that it's hard to not be bullish in these times. So put your bullhorns on, get activated, get mobilized, get into the Stacking DAO and Zest protocol communities. We are often doing screen shares, building in the open, and talking about what's going on within our ecosystem. Tomorrow at 12 p.m. ET, we do have the Zest Town Hall, so be sure to tune in from the GPSC_STX handle. We're going to be talking a little bit about everything that's been going on within our ecosystem. You guys have a blessed rest of your day and night or afternoon, wherever you are in the world. I hope that you are blessed. I hope that the high frequencies follow you and that love surrounds you. And I will catch you on the flip side. Peace.